Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Scottish Riviera, otherwise known as the shores of Loch Lomond. It's a beautiful sunny late afternoon in the middle of July, well, near the end of July, just after the longest day, and I am planning a fairly high wild camp overnight. Conditions look pretty favourable. So I've got a lot of kit to carry up, a lot of water because it's very hot. So it'd be quite a tough, arduous trek. 2.5, 3 hours to where I'm headed. And hopefully some brilliant views. Good forecast overnight. Forecast for a bit of fog and mist in the morning, which could be spectacular. Not too loose in cloud season. Clear skies forecast. Quite a lot of potential really. So I'm going to grab this massive bag with all my stuff and all the dog stuff in it. It's the first wild camp for the dog as well, so I'd be interested to see how she gets on. And we'll head off on the trail, and I'll start showing you some footage when we get somewhere with a bit of elevation. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
It was probably the hottest day of the year when I set off, and it was hard going. I had to stop several times to take in water. The bag was very heavy. The only plus side to drinking the water was the bag got slightly lighter each time I had a drink. As I continued to gain elevation, the views got better and better. Across to the Arrochar Alps and down south to the bottom end of Loch Lomond. The views just opened up, and I could tell I was going to be in for a spectacular view from the top. It wasn't long before I was reaching the part of Ben Lomond where you go around the corner and you can see round to the Trossachs. And it opens up yet more views, this time to the east side of Ben Lomond. And again, with the promise of further views from the top, I scurried up the last bit towards the summit.
Right, I've not done a lot of talking on the way up because one, I was sweating and really struggling, really hard work getting up, carrying a lot of water because it was really hot, which I needed, but yeah, it wasn't good for it wouldn't have been good video. So you can just see from a couple of shots panning about there that there's quite a bit of potential. There's a lot of cloud, but there is a big crack on the horizon. I'm just hoping that the sun just pokes through for that last sort of 15-20 minutes and beams a lot of light between these mountains, which are all sort of there's no light on them at the minute, so they look pretty poor. So it could be a bit of a frantic 10 minutes this. It's 9 p.m. I think sunset's about 10, so I'm guessing probably about half an hour, maybe for the last 20 minutes or so. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it, because if it does happen, it could be quite frantic. There is a load of lovely soft light up further north. I've been taking a couple of shots at 300mm. Yeah, they look really nice because the foreground mountains are really dark and the background ones have got this lovely soft light on them. I think it'll look quite nice. The problem with all the mountains quite close to me is they're all very dark at the minute because there's no light. So this is why I'm hoping that I just get a little bit of drama for the last sort of 15 minutes. So it could be a bit shooting, because there's literally compositions everywhere if the light's good. It just depends where the light beams through, and you know, where it zaps through the hills and mountains will depend where I shoot. What a fantastic viewpoint this is. Absolutely fantastic. Just let me spin you around. I'll just give you another look, wider view. So that's the bottom end of Loch Lomond. Spinning round the Araka Alps. We're over here with the cobbler. This is shooting wide angle, of course. Cracking views down there. That's the north end of Loch Lomond, and then up in towards the Highlands, towards Fort William and Ben Nevis over this side. Then you come round this side, and we're into the Trossachs. Loch Ard down there, Loch Katrine over this side, Loch Chon. Yeah, and just, I mean, this ridge here is beautiful as well on the back of Ben Lomond. This might be really nice lit up in the morning with Loch Ard in the background. I was looking at a shot here before. That could be quite nice in the morning, but I'll show you that one in the morning if it looks good. Yes, so fingers crossed, waiting game. You can see what's happening now. Just waiting on the sun coming down over there, behind that mountain. There's blue sky over there, and it's sort of really casting some lovely light over these mountains over here now. You can see they've got quite a lot of sun on them now, but it's not very contrasty. But I think if the sun really pokes out, it could be really nice through there. I'm just trying to work out, as the sun comes through over here, where it's going to pierce these mountains. You know, am I going to get the sun on both sides? Is the sun going to come over here through these gaps? I don't know. There's a lot of rain over there, so I'm not 100% certain. But I'm ready and I'm waiting. Well, it looks pretty epic down there now. You can just see the silver lining of that cloud, and the sun is just starting to bring some rays over the top. I'm just waiting for it to drop down, and it's only a small crack. It's 50-50 whether we're going to get this or not. Good chance. Well, you can see here the setting sun, but no sun rays, unfortunately. They just cancelled out just before it got to this position. So, yeah, quite nice to see, but not really a photograph, unfortunately. That's the way it goes. So, me and the Ben, I took up on our first wild camp together. I don't think that really happened as much as I'd hoped. I was really hoping them sun rays were going to beam through, and it looked like they were going to start, and then they just seemed to get snuffed out. I mean, it's a fantastic viewpoint, so a couple of drone shots that were quite nice, I think. So there'll be something there that is worth looking at, and it's just beautiful to be out. So a few hours sleep, not so many at this time of year, I can tell you, and then hope for sunrise, and a hope of some mist, maybe a bit of fog. Well, good morning. I really hate wild camping because you know I never get any sleep. 3:30 a.m. and believe it or not, some people who just walked past to the summit. I just heard them talking. 3:30. They were keen. Anyway, the exciting bit about wild camping is, the exciting bit is when you get to wake up and get outside and see what it's like. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and see what it looks like. This is the exciting bit. Morning. That's a bit disappointing. Well, while I was doing a little bit of video in there, the hot chocolate boiled over. So I've only got half as much hot chocolate as I should have had. But on the plus side, the dogs had a drink for breakfast. Now I've had time to adjust my eyes a little bit. It's maybe not as bad as I first thought. There is a bit of mist knocking about in the distance, and what you might get as the sun comes up, and there is a gap on the horizon, is the sun beaming down through the valleys and between the mountains, which could create some really nice light. But then again, I said that last night, and look what happened. Yeah, so as we know, nothing's guaranteed, particularly with the weather. So we'll have to wait and see. I've got a time lapse running. Yeah, time will tell. The light now is just amazing, really nice now. Just look at this. You've got all this lovely layers of the sun now coming through the mountains. Just beautiful. And we're getting a bit of light down the top end of Loch Lomond now as well. Just beautiful. Well, you can probably tell by the glow on my baldy head how nice it is up here now. It's lovely and warm. The sun's warmed me up nicely. They've got some lovely sun rays coming through the valley that I've been shooting away. and got some pretty epic drone footage as well, I think. So all in all, a pretty good morning. So I've packed camp away, time to start heading down. I don't propose to show you the journey back, but what I will do is I'll show you all the images that I've taken at the top here, with a bit of music to finish for today's video. Please stay and watch them. Hopefully that should be the pièce de résistance. And if you've liked what you see, please hit the like button. Comments are always appreciated. And until next time, from a very beautiful Ben Lomond, au revoir.